Testing 1 2 3. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Zuri. I'm an actress, model, and dancer in Los Angeles, California, and today I'm going to be doing a story time of when I switched with my twin sister and it went wrong for a booking. If you guys are interested in seeing what happened, stay tuned. If you like what you see, go ahead and give my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And all of my social media links will be in the description below. You guys, I'm just gonna get into the story, okay? Some of you may know that I have a twin sister, and some of you may not. We are identical. For those of you who are a twin, you know what it's like to trade places with your sibling. Growing up, we never really switched too much because people always just got us confused on their own. There was really no need for us to really play pranks on people and switch. But this particular incident was probably our first time officially like trading places in the sense of acting as if we were each other. At the time, so I moved to California by myself, and I've lived here a year by myself before my twin moved out. So this was around the time, a little bit after she moved out to California, and she was getting settled in, getting her job situated and things like that. I had already been here, I had already had a job, and I was going out on auditions. So this particular time I had auditioned for Mad Men on Fox. I got a call back and they actually ended up booking me, and they called and scheduled a fitting for me. When I had initially first moved out here, I was doing a lot of dance. I moved out here kind of as a dancer. I signed to a really big dance agency in Los Angeles, and ooh, that was creepy. Something just fell. I was signed to 2 agents at the time, one for acting and then one for dance. Prior to that audition, I want to say like a week prior to that audition, I had also auditioned as a principal dancer for a commercial featuring Daft Punk and Pharrell. It was a promo commercial for their new single that was coming out. So I got the call that I had booked the Mad Men job and that they were going to need me to come to a fitting. Then that same week, I got another call from my other agent saying, hey, they actually booked you for the Daft Punk and Pharrell promo. Will you be able to make the rehearsal dates to learn the choreography? And of course, the rehearsal date that they sent over was the same as my fitting date. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I booked this job. Instead of saying to my agent, no, you know what, I already booked something else, and getting all entangled with that, I just said, I need to figure out how to fix this on my own because I'm the one that double booked myself. But I did not know that Mad Men would have a fitting on the same day that I would have rehearsal. So I said, I'm not gonna say anything because this is gonna make me look super unprofessional. It's gonna make me look like I double booked myself and I wasn't paying attention. So I'm just gonna figure out how to fix it. Thought about it, and I just thought, you know what? Let me tell my sister about this. So I kind of confided in my sister and told her, you know, I'm stuck, like I'm in a jam, and I was thinking that maybe you could help me out. Instead of me canceling one, if she could possibly go to one for me. And she was very, very a little bit apprehensive. She was like, I don't know, we've never really officially traded places before, and I'm just a little nervous about it. And for a long story short, I pretty much convinced her to go to one of the bookings. I thought it would be best if she went to the fitting. I felt like going to the fitting, she was just gonna try on her clothes, they were gonna do her hair. It was gonna be pretty simple. She wears the same size as me, we're identical. So it really wasn't gonna be that big of a deal. And I thought it was more important for me to go to the Daft Punk and Pharrell rehearsal because I would need to know the choreography to dance. So that's what we decided that we would do. So my sister goes to the fitting and I go to my rehearsal, and I come back from my rehearsal, and a couple minutes later she walks in the door and her head's down and she's wearing a hoodie. And she's like, not talking to me at all. Like she won't say a word to me. And I'm like, what is the problem? Like, well, so what happened? You got the fitting, everything went good. What happened? She's like, I'm never doing this for you ever again. I'm never trading places with you. And I'm like, what? Why? Like, what happened? And she has like, her eyes are all teary. She looks like she's been crying for hours. And I'm like, what happened? She snatches off her hood and she's like, they cut my hair. I'm like, whoa, what? She was going off. She's like, this is all your fault. I'm never trading places with you again. You did this on purpose. You made me go to the fitting so I could get my hair cut because you didn't want to cut your hair. And I was like, whoa, dude, I did not know that they were gonna cut your hair. She was like, well, they said it was just a trim, but it wasn't a trim. It was like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was like 4 or 5 inches. Like, it was not a trim. And I was like, so that was the stupidest thing that you could have ever done, because now obviously you have to go and you actually have to do the job. She's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. You're gonna go down for this. They're gonna bust you. They're gonna figure all this out. You're gonna look stupid and I don't wanna have anything to do with it. I don't wanna be involved in any of this. I'm not going to your booking. I was like, Sahara, you have to go to the booking because now your hair doesn't look anything like my hair. And mind you guys, it wasn't like they just trimmed off a little bit of her hair. They trimmed a couple of inches, but they also cut it into a style. And my hair was not styled like her hair. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, how do I get my hair styled like this? Can I find a stylist that can do my hair just like hers? Like I'm really trying to figure it out, because I'm like, I can't not go to the booking. No one can like not show up. So maybe if I can't convince her to do it, maybe I can like try to style my own hair. You guys, I don't know how to style hair. I didn't even have a hairstylist when I first moved out here, so I had no idea what to turn. So I'm trying to convince her, you have to do the job. You just have to go, you just have to do the job. You do the job and I'll just give you the check when they cut it to me. I'll pay you the money, because at this point I cannot go on set not looking like how you look. Like, that's gonna be a problem. She says, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, great. So the day comes for me to go to set, and I don't know what to do, because up until all of these days leading up until my shoot date, I'm trying to figure out how I can get myself out of this mess. And I just couldn't figure it out, because I wasn't about to cut my hair. And I told my sister, I'm like, listen, if you go to set and you're pretending to be me, if I traded places with you and was pretending to be you, I would not allow them to cut my hair. I was like, you were supposed to be me. And if you was Zuri would have said, no, I didn't talk to anybody. I never agreed to getting my hair cut or changed or styled. No, absolutely not. So why did you agree to let them cut your hair, knowing that my hair wasn't cut, knowing that if you were pretending to be me, that I would never let that happen? Like, why did you do that? She's not gonna do it. I keep trying, she's not gonna do it. So I say, okay, I can't figure this out. I'm gonna have to go to set. So I wrapped my hair in rollers the day of my shoot. I get in the car, I go to set, and there's me and 3 other girls that book the role. So each girl is assigned a PA. And if you guys don't know what a PA is, they're just a production assistant. I can't remember his name. I wanna say his name was Adam. My PA was super nice, super cool. And I told him when I got there, I'm like, you know, I'm really tired. Can I eat first? So he's like, yeah, you can eat. We're gonna put the other 2 girls, we're gonna let the other 2 girls go to their hair and makeup artists ahead of time. I was like, okay, great. Every time my PA came to me and told me, you know, they're ready for you, hair and makeup is ready for you, I just kept making up excuses for why I couldn't go at that particular moment and trying to prolong it as long as I could to try to figure out what to do. Finally, he was like, okay, Zuri, I'm sorry, but we have to take you now. And all I know is I just felt like literal shit was dripping out of my crack hole into my pants. Like, I was like, oh my God. My chest was pounding, like my heart was beating so hard. And I just kept thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose my job. My reputation is gonna be tarnished. It's over for me. Like, I really messed up. My agent's probably not going to want to have anything to do with me because I should just communicated this. I was just like, why didn't I just tell my agent? Now I'm really screwed. We're walking over to hair and makeup. This African-American, larger, heavier set lady comes barging out of a trailer and it's like, I want all of my African-American talent out now. So I came out. I stopped before I got to hair and makeup. And she's like going off. She was like, oh, my team out here now. Who told you guys to straighten these African-American girls' hair? She was like, this is a period piece. No African-Americans had straight hair during this time. They had froze. So now all of the girls that have their hair that are African-American and have their hair straight or up in rollers take their hair down and everybody gets wigs. Everybody. And I was like, oh, you guys, I was so freaking happy. Like God really came down from the heavens and put his hands on me. When I sat down to get my hair done, my makeup artist and my hair guy, he didn't even question why my hair wasn't the correct length or why it wasn't in the hairstyle that they had previously styled it in. He did not even question that. He was just so nervous and scared for losing his job that he just moved so quickly to get that wig on my head that I just completely just avoided all that drama. And I don't know how it happened. I got home and of course my sister was waiting like, so what happened? You went there and what? I'm like, nothing. Everything went great. She was like, they didn't say anything about your hair? I was like, nope, they made us all wear wigs. She was like, are you fucking kidding me? They made you wear a wig so I cut my hair for nothing? Like she was so angry and I was like, girl, if you really want, I can give you the money for the fitting. And she's like, that's not gonna bring my hair back. Like, I don't care about the money. It's the principle of the thing. But moral of this story is A, don't double book yourself. Be very conscious of what you're doing and what you're committing to. And if you do double book yourself, make sure that you communicate that to your agent so that they can communicate it to production. I could have asked my agent if they could have scheduled a fitting for a different day, but I was just so young and such a naive actor. I just didn't want to lose the job. And now that I think about it, I wouldn't have lost the job. They would have probably just ended up rescheduling it. And the second moral of the story, number 2, is if you're a twin and you switch places and you're pretending to be the other twin, make sure that you're actually being the other twin, because I would have never let them cut my hair. And 3, if you are someone like me who asks to switch with your twin, make sure that when you send your twin in to do a job that you are aware of all aspects of the job so things like this don't happen. So anyways, I learned my lesson, and since that day we have not switched at all anymore. We don't do that. I hope you guys found this story amusing and entertaining, and I hope you guys learned a lesson from it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below and let me know if you guys have ever switched with your sibling. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. It will be linked in the description box below, and click that subscribe button and become part of the family, and I will see you loves in the next video. Bye! You're watching ZTV.